As you begin a journey, you never know where you might end up.
As we started Stories from the Street, our ideas and notions of what we would find, encounter, and capture as an experience for you changed from the very first day.
As diverse as the American landscape, as diverse as the cities that they live in,
With life stories few ever hear and experiences no one wants to have.
these are their stories.
These are their lives.
This is Stories from the Street. Have you ever wondered where their story began? Did you ever wonder how they got there or why? We had these same questions, so we asked one very simple question. What were you doing right before you became homeless?
When you're a single white male and you try to get help, yeah, I'm going through a divorce, you're a single white male trying to get help. The moment you say divorce to Salvation Army or a church or anything like that, you're a heathen. Churches don't help you out. Any agency that's willing to help you out is 4 or 5 hours of uselessness. You walk to it, it's so far off the freeway or the highway just to get turned down. Why go? You know? So for every day you're out here, you're 2 days behind. And people don't realize that. You know, not everybody out here is scamming for a beer. You know? Not everybody out here is a drug addict. Hell, I've got 12 years in the military. You think I can get help through Salvation Army? That's why the tramp's called Starvation Army. Go from 26 bucks an hour down to begging on a corner. It's low. You know? So, you know, between the weather and trying to get out, trying to have something to eat, trying to look for work. You know, I've been here a week, in this town a week. It took me 4 days from Minnesota to here. I came into Medford, Starvation Army, and gave me a quart box of chicken broth. That was supposed to provide for me. Yeah, I just came off a 3-month-long road construction job. Had $70,000 in the bank. And the way the law reads now in 27 states, whoever gets served first must vacate the premises. Automatic no contact restraining order. You violate it, you go to jail with no bail, no bond until your next court date, which is your reconciliation period. So you sit in jail for 6 months. I've got a friend in Cheyenne, Wyoming. It happened to him with his girlfriend. You worry about people coming by ripping off the gear. You worry about eating. You worry about $1 for a bus going across town tomorrow morning or the next day. Or how are you going to get back? I've had my gear, in 21 days I've had my gear stolen twice. Some idiot stole my wet sleeping bag. You get more help out here, believe it or not, from the blacks and the Mexicans than you ever do from white people. There's a lot of talented people out here. There's a guy right now that's got a van over here, Petro. He's a computer analyst. Came homeless about a year. I get more help out here from people, you know, than you ever do through a help agency. All they want to do is rip you off. They want to feed you, keep you in town so they can say, hey, we fed this many people this month. We need more money. They don't want to give you a bus ticket to a new life. All I got to do is go to Missoula, Montana. I'm less than 1,500 miles away. They won't give me a bus ticket.
Little Feather. He was just a fun guy to sit and listen to. I hope you enjoy him as much as we did.
My name's Little Feather. I came from Warm Springs, Oregon. I got kicked out of the house, so I lived on the street. I've been here since 1987. Kicking it down here. I've been living from the north end of Medford, south to Medford, all the way over on the White City, Jacksonville. I learned how to survive as an Indian. I've been dancing with a bunch of the other homeless people, kicking it around here. And still, I like living with them. And it's the best way that I can decide. In my mind, I want to survive. One day I will go home, but right now, I want to live right here.
Little fella's one of the best people there?
I am one person that won't back up.
Helps you out. We help each other out. If somebody doesn't have clothes, somebody doesn't have food, we've got it. All you got to do is ask. You don't have to steal from us.
My family is still there for me, man, but you know what? I'll tell you straight out, man. These homeless people that I know from the north to the south to the east to the west, we all right there, man. That's what we do, man. We back each other up. I live out here. I live out here on the street. If you didn't know, you know, I tell you straight out the truth, man. This gosh darn land out here, to live out here and to survive for day, I mean, you do what you gotta do, man, just to make ends meet. You might get your foodie stamps or whatever. But you know what? If you ain't got money to get what you want to get, you ain't gonna get it. You gotta get out there and you gotta go work for it. And that's what I do, man. I go out there, I go hold sign. I go out there and I go do what I have to do, man. That's what I do. That's what I do. We back each other up 100%.
One of us ain't got it, the other one does.
We do that. We back each other up. Dang right, man. Love you, sister.
Love you too, little brother. Always.
There seems to be one major event that happens. Some of us would turn to painkillers. Others of us would turn to drugs. Some of us would commit suicide. They chose the streets. Are they any less?
What's your opinion of homelessness in America?
Well, I think it's sad and it makes me uncomfortable. It feels like an uncomfortable thing to talk about because when I see homeless people, dirty, stringy hair, lots of bags, I feel myself pull away, and I don't like that reaction. I think that just being homeless, I don't think my feelings are probably unusual, but I think it's very sad that because I'm uncomfortable with it, it tends to dehumanize and depersonalize the person, and that's a very sad thing. I think actually after going through this and putting my thoughts out like this, I might be more conscious when I look at people and just more in the moment with them and realize that the bottom line is they're people that are having a really hard time being in this life for whatever reason. And it's hard to look the camera in the eye saying this.